welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to get this really fun and festive holiday look for Christmas or for whatever you celebrate. And I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette and the Mini Controversy palette. And I'm so excited that I got my hands on these palettes and that I was able to come up with a fun Christmas look for you guys. So if you guys are new here, my name is Hannah and I do videos on makeup, and I also do videos on my journey with chronic illness. So if you guys are new, please subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And you can also follow me on social media. I have links in the description box down below. And if you guys would like to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so hi, I look crazy because I don't have any eye makeup on or lipstick. I literally just have my entire base down. So I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a holiday glam look using the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette and the Mini Controversy palette. I am so excited that I actually got my hands on these. The whole launch situation was insane. The first day of the launch, I got up in time, I waited in line, the things kept crashing, and I had actually the entire bundle inside of my cart, and I waited in line and then it was gone. And I was just like so upset. I've loved Shane Dawson for a long time. And I've loved Jeffree Star from like way back in the MySpace days. Like, he was always so fascinating to me. And so when I watched the whole series and like, you know, they sucked me in, I really wanted to get my hands on this palette or both of these palettes, actually the whole collection, but definitely both of the palettes. And so I was lucky enough to get my hands on the palettes during the restock of just the two palettes that they did, where they did like the pre-order. And yeah, so I got my hands on the palettes and I'm very excited to do a tutorial with them. I wanted to do like a full-on review of the whole collection. Obviously that doesn't need to happen anymore because there are so many reviews, so I just thought it'd be fun to sit down and just do like a fun holiday glam look. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by priming my eyes as I always do. I'm just using my tried and true Urban Decay primer potion. You guys can use whatever you want. This is just like what I have on hand and what I've always used for my eyeshadow looks. Okay, so first I'm going to go in to the Mini Controversy palette. I've already done a few looks with these palettes on my Instagram if you guys want to go check that out. But what I'm going to do is dig in to Cry on My Couch. I'm just going to be using that to set the primer on my lids. I always do this. It always helps blending for me personally. And you know what, let me zoom you guys in just a little bit. I feel like I always forget to zoom you guys in for the eye look so you guys can see a little bit better. Sorry if my skin looks crappy. The winter weather is making my skin so dry and so blotchy, and I'm getting little breakouts, and it's just not a fun time. So just ignore that. So I'm going to dig in to the Conspiracy palette, and y'all know what it already looks like. It is so cute. I love it so much. Once again, I've already dug in to these shadows quite a bit. So I'm going to take this Morphe, this is the M504 blending brush. I love this brush for my transition shades because it's really fluffy and it just diffuses everything really nicely. So the first shade I'm going to go into is Tannacon, and that's this shade right here. Sorry if you can see my camera in this huge mirror. This is like the most perfect transition shade, and I love it so much. So I'm just going to pack that on my brush and tap off any fallout. And I'm just going to start blending that in the transition area, and I'm going to go back and forth and in circular motions and just blend that out. Look how perfect that transition shade is. It's just like so good, and you can use it for so many looks. That's why I love it when palettes have different shades like this for the transition. Okay, now that Tannacon is on my lids, I'm going to take this brush. This is from Royal in Langnickel. This is the BMX 430 crease brush. I love this brush for adding shadows into the crease. I'm just kind of cleaning off the brush though a little bit because I have some shadow on from a different look I did. So I'm going to go into the Mini Controversy palette and grab the shade Diet Root Beer. This shade is also in the Conspiracy palette, but I'm just going to take it from this one, so I'm using both palettes. And I'm just going to pack that on to my brush, and I'm just going to buff that into the crease just to add a little bit of depth and definition to the look. And I'm gonna also just kind of keep building that up to my liking. Okay, now that we have our transitions in, I'm gonna go back with the fluffy brush with no extra product and just kind of diffuse the two together and just kind of make sure everything's blended. And then next I'm going to go back in with this brush and I'm going to take the shade My Rides here, which is this really nice matte black. This black is great. I've actually been using it for eyeliner and like smoky eyes as well, and I just seriously love it. So I'm just going to pack that onto my brush, and I'm going to start off with the outer third of my eye and just start packing that on. I'm going to be leaving this portion of my lid blank because we're going to add a really pretty green shade, but I'm just packing that on to the inner corner, or I'm sorry, the outer third, and slightly blending that into the crease for some added definition. It's okay if you start getting some shadow on your lid. We're going to go over it anyways. I'm just blending this in really gently and kind of like just combining all of these shades together. And I'm going to go back in with the fluffy brush and diffuse that out so everything's nice and cohesive. And I'm going back into the black and just kind of building up the color a little bit more. I'm wanting it to be a little bit darker on this outer third right here, and I am just packing that on and blending towards the center. Now that we have this kind of like cat eye effect going on here, what I'm going to do is cut my crease, and I'm not going to do like a full blown cut crease. It's almost going to be like a half cut crease. So what I'm going to do is take this concealer. This is by Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus concealer in the shade Light Ivory. You can use whatever concealer you have. And I'm just like placing some of this on my hand like so. And what I'm going to do is, sorry, I am looking for my brushes here. I'm going to take this Sigma concealer brush. This is the F70 concealer brush, and it looks like this. It's just like a flat brush, and what I'm going to do is grab some of that concealer, and I'm just going to pack that on my lid and create the cut crease. You know what, I just realized I grabbed the wrong shade concealer. I'm gonna grab a different one. Okay, so I totally meant to grab my other Wet n Wild concealer. This is in the shade Fair Neutral. So this is gonna be a lot lighter, and it's gonna really work a lot better for my cut crease because the other concealer was like too close to my shade, my skin shade, and it was kind of hard to see what I was doing. So I'm taking this lighter color and then now going in with that same flat brush. And oh yeah, that's much better. And I'm gonna create this cut crease, and please bear with me, I am not the best at cut creases. It's something that I need to practice a lot more, but I am just packing on the concealer. This is gonna kind of create another base for the shimmer we're gonna put on over it. And like I said, I'm kind of doing like a half cut crease. I'm not going to go all the way over the entire lid because I still want some of that black to show through as well. So I'm going to stop about right here and just kind of diffuse the concealer so it's just kind of like a nice faded effect. So now both eyes have the concealer down for my cut crease, and next I'm going to go in to this shade. This is called Illuminati and this is this like really beautiful forest green shimmery shade, and I love this color. It is so gorgeous. So what I'm gonna do is spray my brush, and you don't have to do this. You can totally just use your finger if you want, but I always like to spray my brush and use my finger. It just kind of works better for me. So I'm gonna pack on that green shimmer. This is so pretty for the holidays, and this is why I love this look, because it's kind of like, you can use it as a fall look, but you can also use it as a holiday look for like a party or for Christmas Day. I'll probably do something like this on Christmas. So yeah, I'm just packing on that shade, and what I'm going to do is just go over to the area where I laid out the concealer, and oh my gosh, do you guys see that? It doesn't even do it justice on camera, but I'm just going to pack this shade on very carefully, and I do have a little bit of fallout going on my face, so I'm just going to be careful and like leave it there until I can wipe it off or sweep it away. And Yeah, hopefully that'll be okay. And then I'm just kind of bouncing on the shadow, and I'm going to pick up some more and just kind of blend it in to that black a little bit so it just has like a nice gradient. So this is what we have so far. I'm also going to go into that shade with my finger because I always just like to kind of add a little bit more pressed on there. I feel like the warmth of my finger just kind of like makes the colors pop just a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is go back into this brush and add just the tiniest amount of black back on the brush and just kind of bounce this in with the green just to make sure it's nice and blended together. And then going back in with the flat brush just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. And that's what it should look like. And I'm going to go into my other eye off camera and I'll be right back. So now that we have the top portion of our eyes done, I'm going to work on the lower lash line. First, I'm going to pop in some black eyeliner. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in the shade, I think this is just black. Let me see. Blackout. That's what it's called. This is one of my favorite drugstore or affordable brand eyeliners. It's super creamy. It goes on really smoothly and it stays on your eyes all day. So I'm just going to pop that into the inner rim right here. And we're going to smoke that out in just a second. Okay, and then I'm going to take this little pencil brush. It's kind of like a smudger brush as well. And I'm going to go back in with that black. And I'm just going to kind of smoke out this lower lash line very carefully. And I'm going to get as close to the lash line as I can. And just really smoke that out. Now that we have the black down, I'm going to go back into Diet Root Beer and Tannicon, and I'm just going to kind of mix the two together and place it on this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend out the bottom just a little bit, and this is just going to kind of bring the whole look together. Next, I'm going to go back in to the Mini Controversy palette, and I'm going to grab the shade My Boyfriend's Purse, which is this like champagne-y kind of white color. I don't know what you'd call it, but I really like it. And I'm going to take another pencil brush if I can find it. Okay, I'm going to take this pencil brush by Crayon. This is the C513 pencil brush, and I'm going to go in to My Boyfriend's Purse. That sounded funny. And I'm going to pop that in to the inner corner just to brighten things up a little bit. And then I'm going to go into the Conspiracy palette and grab the shade Ranch, which is this like really bright shimmery white color right here. And I'm going to take that same pencil brush and kind of go over the inner corner just a little bit. And now things are really, really going to pop. I'm also going to hit my brow bone with that just really lightly. I don't like a super intense brow bone highlight, but I like just a little bit of one just to kind of like tie in with my highlighter. I just think it looks really pretty together. Next, I'm going to throw on a wing. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the footage because it takes me a little while to do a wing. So I will be right back. Wing on, this next step is totally optional, but I wanted to add just a little bit of glitter to the look, and this is just a glitter liner from Ulta. It's the Ulta brand, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of pop this in my inner corner. I love how glitter looks in the inner corner. I think it's so pretty, and what's good about this is that you don't need to use a glitter glue or anything. I can't talk today, but yeah, I'm just gonna pop this in the inner corner like so, and just kind of disperse that around so it doesn't look like a little chunky mess. And I don't even know if you guys can see that very much on camera, but it just kind of like adds a little something, and I think it looks so pretty. So I'm gonna let that dry down just a little bit, and I'm gonna go into the other side. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit more layered on top, just so it's nice and sparkly and shiny. I hope you guys can see that on camera. I think it looks so pretty, and it just kind of goes with the whole like holiday festive, Christmassy look I'm going for. And like I said, you guys don't even have to do this if you don't want to. I just think glitter makes any holiday look so much more special. That's just me. So yeah, we are done with that. I'm gonna go off camera and throw on some lashes and mascara, and I will be right back. All right guys, lashes are on. I went with something a little less dramatic. These are just the Ardell Foam Ink Demi Wispies, so they're not too crazy, but they're like enough to have something there. You can totally wear dramatic lashes with this if you want, or you can go with no lashes. It's whatever your heart desires. So finally I'm gonna throw on some lipstick, and with this look I would normally do like a nude lip, but I was looking at my collection and I have one Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in my collection thanks to my best friend who gave it to me. This is the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Gemini. I thought this color would look really nice with the earthy green and brown tones. I don't know why, like this shade looks really pretty with greens. I've done it before and I just love how it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on. Alright guys, I have the lipstick on. Once again, I think a nude would look really pretty with this as well, but I did want a little bit of color today. So that completes this look. Once again, this look is so fun and festive. You can totally wear this to any holiday party, any Christmas party, on Christmas Day, whatever you want. I just really wanted to play with the conspiracy and the mini controversy palettes and come up with something fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you guys would like to see more, stay tuned. I will have some new videos coming up for you shortly, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day and a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.